Y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name's Eric.
I'm Zeb.
Welcome back to the Cookies and Cream show, podcast, whatever you want to call it. Y'all have no idea.
How long this took us to set up today?
This was probably an hour.
Like an hour, bro, because the tripod that we bought didn't fit. The microphone cords weren't working. Just everything was
Everything
just bad.
sucked.
The camera was falling over. Everything just sucked today.
But we're here.
And yeah, we're golden. We're on. Everything's working.
Yeah, I'm looking right
You're
now.
gonna see us like check to see if the microphone disconnected.
Yeah.
Because it disconnected like 8 times. We had to start over like 3 times already. So yeah.
But yeah, we're here, so that's good.
It's awesome.
Speaking of in the now, in the here, have you been seeing a lot of the stuff that's on the news, like with Gypsy Rose and?
I've heard of it, but I don't know like all the details.
Yeah, so I don't know for factual like timeline wise, but pretty much the mom was like she had some type of disease where she always thought something was wrong with her daughter, right?
The mom had a disease.
The mom had a disease where like
it was like
it's like a psychological thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and so sometimes like you can psych yourself into thinking something's wrong, like you're not feeling well, and you'll start having the symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was like
a placebo kind of deal.
Yeah, but that was latched onto her daughter. I don't know the technical name of it. I'm sure you guys probably know more than I do out there. But pretty much the way it happened is so for like a young age, she started getting like all these things done, all these procedures, surgeries, all these medications because she thought her daughter was sick, right? As a concerned parent, you would, you're concerned to a certain point, but it got to a point where she couldn't do anything. Like the daughter was able to walk, but the mom called her wheelchair bound. Like,
that's crazy.
Like, you can't have sugar, you're allergic to sugar. She finds out she's not, and it's like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
Yeah, you're like,
how old is she?
Like now?
No, when this was happening. Do you know? Or
I mean, it happened from like a young age into her teenage years. Yeah, so this was going on for like a long time. And like I said, I don't know factual.
Did they make a movie about this?
Yeah, it's like a TV show. I was literally like looking it up. Like,
okay.
Yeah, and so it's sad to see. Obviously, I don't know if you know the whole thing, but so Gypsy, the daughter, ended up getting a boyfriend, which he also had psychological problems. So he had like personality disorder. So
they were just all
it was a whole clusterfuck, bro.
Yeah.
And so what ended up happening was Gypsy, the daughter, was like told him everything that's been happening, and pretty much said like, I want you to kill my mom. Right. I don't know verbatim.
Damn.
Yeah. And so he thought by doing so he's protecting her because, obviously you hear the story and you see that, oh fuck, like she's been through fucking
talk about crazy exes, bro. That
surgery after procedure, like everything. And so short story, he gets to there, he lives 8 hours away, he takes a bus, gets there, stabs his mom 17 times in the back or some weird thing, stabs his mom 17 times.
He made sure
while Gypsy's in the other room, right? Fast forward a little bit, they're on trial now, right?
Mm-hmm.
For murder, obviously for the mom. Well, they did a special case where she wasn't gonna get tried for murder. She was only getting tried for second degree, whereas he, because obviously he committed the crime.
Yeah, like that premeditated murder.
He was the first degree murder. So she got put in with 10 years, and he got put in for life.
Damn.
And they said because something about like the mom was considered her abuser because she abused her for years. It was like more of a special case.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, like put yourself in those shoes. You're the boyfriend.
Okay, so like as Gypsy, right?
Yeah, as Gypsy.
I'm like, okay, I'm under the assumption that her mind is just scrambled, like
Gypsy's mind is scrambled.
As far as like she has no idea, she doesn't think how me and you think. Like, you know how me and you can see it and be like, no, this is wrong, this is weird.
Right.
She's probably like, what though?
Towards the mom.
Yeah.
So okay, so in the show, I would like see clips on like TikTok and stuff. So what ended up happening was that like the mom would say like, you're allergic to sugar. a clip. She went to the kitchen, had whipped cream, put it on her fingers, and like she tasted it. And she had an EpiPen ready for her, like right then and there, because they were at a party and the mom shot her with an EpiPen. And they went to the ER because her mom was like, "You can't have that."
And immediately
EpiPen right then and there. And they went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, "She's not allergic. Like, we're looking at her levels, everything's fine." And they're like, like, look at her. Like, there's something wrong with her. And they're like, "Ma'am."
And
like,
everybody's just like,
yeah, everybody's just like, they don't think anything of it because they think the mom's doing the best that she can. And so it's just kind of like one of those like really sad stories. So then she starts finding out certain things like, why am I taking these pills? Or why am I doing this? Why am I wheelchair bound? I can walk.
yeah.
Why is she saying I'm allergic to sugar? So slowly but surely she starts learning like, I can have soda, I can have candy, I can have all these things.
I mean, I feel like at that point, it's up to Gypsy to be vocal.
But her mom, at any doctor's visit, dentist, like any visits, as soon as like, Gypsy, how you feeling? And the mom would be like, she's feeling good.
No.
Yeah, like anything, bro.
As Gypsy, like I get why she didn't say anything.
100%.
Because you're like, when you're in that situation, you're like, you're scared.
Yeah.
Like she's like,
I mean, they convinced everybody she had leukemia. They shaved her head, everything, bro. And get this is the best part.
That's crazy.
This is the best part. To me, it was like the best part. So this was like back when Katrina hit. And so they're always asking for these medical records. Hey, like, you have like a record.
That's what I'm saying. Like nobody, like none of her like primary.
All the doctors agreed with the mom when they said, well, the hospital you used to go to, the paperwork got messed up with Katrina. And the doctors, no questions. They're like, yeah, you're right, Katrina.
That's crazy.
The mom would fake the daughter's age or fake Gypsy's age to get more whatever it was.
Yeah.
She would steal like the pads, like like if a doctor's gonna prescribe you something, he grabs his notepad, writes doctor what pharmacy, and then writes the milligrams, gives it to you. Take this to your pharmacy, go get your pills, right?
She would change it.
She would grab the pad, like there's a clip that you would see where she puts things down on a pad and then grabs her stuff, but the pad's there. So they would go to these pharmacies and the mom would forge the doctor's signatures or whatever it was, and you're like, what? Like, you see this happening in the show, and
that's crazy, bro. Like I feel like it would all depend for me is like how aware Gypsy was of her situation. Which I'm not trying to blame her because it's like she grew up with that.
Yeah,
so she
of
doesn't
course.
know any better. But like at some point you have to start being a little vocal.
Yeah, and then CPS came. One of the doctors.
That niggas didn't do anything. I'm guessing.
One of the doctors called and was like, something seems off. Can you go check it out? Right. Mm-hmm. So of course CPS gets there and it's a girl. She's like, hey. Somebody in somebody in the fellow neighborhood put a report in, and so I'm just here to like come check, right?
Yeah.
Prior to this, the mom drugs Gypsy to where she's loopy, like can't even make out words.
You have to like at some point you have to run away.
So that all happens, right? She puts stuff. She's like, "Open your mouth," and Gypsy's like, "No." She's like, "Open your mouth," and like pours like I don't know what it is. Like it's literally, and like she's like telling the CPS worker like she's gonna be really loopy. Like she doesn't really function like the normal kid. She's like at a like half her age level, whatever.
Okay.
So the CPS person's like, "Well, I want to talk to her. You can go to the other room," and so she's talking to her, but Gypsy can't make out words.
Uh-huh.
Like it's like super babyish.
Yeah.
And so the CPS worker's like, okay, like everything seemed like on the outside.
Yeah, on the outside, yeah.
Because the CPS worker only went into the living room. She didn't go into any bedrooms, any medical like cabinets or nothing. And so, I'm just trying to get your thoughts.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Gypsy didn't want it that bad.
Hey, I mean,
I would have threw that shit up. If it was that bad and my mom drugs me before CPS comes, I'm throwing that up so I can talk. Or something, bro. I'm running away for how many years?
I have no idea off the top of my head.
That's
like the actual
crazy.
factual.
I'm not trying to I'm none of this me trying to blame her. It's just like me, I ain't going. You ain't getting me like that. I ain't going out like that.
Yeah, but I think the mom put a lot of fear into her. Like
that's the part that I'm getting at. Is she was probably so programmed to just shut down in front of her mom.
Yeah, 100%. Like she would say how her mom would take care of her and stuff, and that her mom was a good mom. But the thing is like, if you're conditioned to only know that, then you're only gonna know that. You're not gonna know any other better life
That's
outside.
what I'm saying. It's like you're kind of like fucked. But the thing is with me is like if you're willing to kill your mom, you should be able to run away.
But okay, so she killed the boyfriend, killed the mom, Nick or something like that. Went to the house and killed.
She has a boyfriend, so she has outside contact with other regular kids
For 2 years on through like a church group, like online. She was never allowed to go out, whatever.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So her like worldview was just fucking fucked.
Totally.
She had no family, no nothing.
The dad, I think, was somewhere. I think the grandma died.
She had a dad this whole time,
but I don't think he was in the life. Like, I don't think he was like there.
Even then, but that was just like everything had to go wrong for that to happen.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Like everything had to go wrong.
Every single thing. And so I guess like the part that I was like confused about was the boyfriend Nick. He's getting tried for life when
Nick weird for that.
Like
Nick should have just aired it out.
Okay, so this is the only way that they found out. They found out because they went to Gypsy and the mom's Facebook page and tweeted out like, I killed that bitch and I raped her daughter or something like weird. And so I don't think they realized how good technology was, and they literally tracked that right back to the house 8 hours away where where they put it out. And so
I mean, they weren't gonna hide a dead body for too long, so
yeah. And so the thing is, I guess that I'm like kind of like having a hard time to understand, or like, why wasn't she put on for more? Because you hear about abusers in the nowadays, like he like just say like a guy's like abusing a girl. Well, the girl ends up killing the guy. Well, a lot of times like that girl gets put on trial for like not the death penalty, but for life.
Oh, you're saying like why wasn't like the sentencing more even?
More even, but like he's already tried to, I think, appeal it, and they've denied
Shut it down.
Yeah, because they're like, no, you did it, and he's I guess arguing the whole split personality thing. Like he actually like classified under that.
Okay,
it's controversial, of course, because the whole abuser thing.
I still think he got the correct sentencing, and I think the sentencing was correct for both people.
You think only she got out on 7 years? She was supposed to be in for 10.
Yeah.
You think that's fair?
Yeah. Because him coming from the outside world, knowing how everything fucking works, I get it. You have like your little personality disorder.
Yeah.
I don't say little personality. It's probably a big personality disorder.
Yeah.
But you know well enough that knowing if all this information she told you was true, if you just went to any news outlet with it or any sorts of like bigger voice, everything would have gotten solved or resolved. And you didn't have to kill the mom or do anything like that. You could have went to the cops, the police. You could have did anything. But instead, your first reaction was, "Oh, I'm going to kill her."
Because she asked her to. Because Gypsy asked.
Eric, can you kill my mom?
No, I would never kill.
Exactly, bro. Just because I asked you to? Like, no, that's such a bad like reason. Like,
oh, 100%. But I do think, I think to a certain extent, like, that's like if they do like a drive-by and they kill somebody and they all catch you guys, you're part of it. Like I'm not gonna say conspired with them, but if I hire a hitman, I said, hey, kill Zeb. Well, if that hitman gets caught and then gets traced back to you, you hired the hitman.
That's a different circumstance. You're killing me just because you want to kill me. Now, if I had you in my basement and I was torturing you for years, and then you finally get on Omegle with the hitman, and you're like, yo, I'm at 1357, whatever, Willowbrook, wherever the fuck, come kill this guy, and they do it, then that's different, you know?
I guess, but to me, I don't know. I just don't understand. Like, I don't think. I think like he got like you see in the show.
Because I think for him, killing the mom should have been the last option. I get it. Like, yeah, it's like the tried and true method. But think about it. There's a million other things he could have done.
Oh yeah, like legal wise.
Yes.
But I think.
And then you're getting at the part where she's a part of the murder. She premeditated it. She set it up, organized it.
Yeah, she was essentially trying to help hide evidence, like everything. Like she knew that it was happening in the literally the room next door. I heard the mom screaming and was like, "Okay, we can leave."
Yeah, my thing with that is like she's just like so programmed. Like the programming her is so off, and she doesn't even like. She has no idea how the bigger picture of the world works. You know?
Yeah.
So she's just like. It's like getting mad at an infant. You know, it's like it doesn't know any better, but he knew way more than her. If it was like a regular scenario where she was like completely normal girl and
Yeah.
the same thing happened, hey, my mom's being a jerk, come kill my mom. Fuck yeah, lock them both up for life.
Yeah.
But this one's like so specific.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, I just like saw that and I was like, man, like I feel like I should like talk about that because
Yeah, you're like,
it's like something that's
I
like
don't know how I feel about that.
it can go either way, right? You can go pro or you can go con. Like it doesn't. There's not like a
I don't think there's like a bad answer.
no, because I feel like different viewpoints and stuff.
Yeah, everybody sees it differently.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad, but at the same time, I don't. Because you're right. Like
I do and I don't.
legally at that time, I think this was around like 2015 when the murder happened.
Yeah.
Legally, there was a lot of things that we could have done in that time.
Yeah.
For like certain actions to be taking place, but I think so. For 2 years, they were in contact, Gypsy and the boyfriend. But I think I don't know the full facts, but I mean, I'm pretty sure she notices that like every time people tried to like fact checking the mom, let me see the daughter's records, and the mom had a binder, like a 3-inch binder. Can I see the medical records? Like for this, the mom's like, those records are not available, and you're like, how? The record, like you have a whole book.
You have everything that's ever happened.
So, like,
even every time she's fucking stubbed
BSing
her toe.
yes, the
written
mom would like
down.
change the daughter's age to get different like stuff that she needed to if she was younger or like
It would have been way more satisfying if the mom was alive, because then she would have got life. And then they
yeah.
probably would have beat the shit out of her in prison.
I mean, essentially, like if you got life in prison, that's essentially a death penalty.
I know, but
You know?
at least you have to live it out. It's
Yeah.
way worse.
I don't mean shit. I don't know. Getting stabbed once and then 16 times plus, like you
I
got.
mean, but it's over in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean you're bleeding out for.
Oh no. 10 Would you rather have 10 minutes of just bleeding out or fucking
Getting your ass beat
60
every day.
years getting your ass beat and living in a cement box?
Definitely
I
the first
think
one.
I'm gonna go with the, it's gonna suck for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, you wanna segue that?
Yeah. In lighter news, I do just like we had before. I do want to talk just questions, right?
Yeah, we'll go back and forth for a little bit. We're trying to like break it up in segments. We're still trying to figure out like the flow of
Yeah.
the podcast. So we're gonna try like different things. So right now, this is like the beginning. Is like I guess a little bit more serious, like some news, like world news that's happening, like real shit that's going on, and then maybe like a little bit of questions, and then we'll probably maybe get a little personal, ask each other some stuff. Or
Yeah.
what are we doing again? How we want to wrap this up?
Probably something like that. Or probably like we'll ask the questions, and of course like a lot of like the viewers that I know that are watching. I know that a lot of y'all are like friends and family. So definitely I wouldn't like hate to hear y'all's opinion either in the comments or just in person. Just because obviously like
The algorithm will help a lot if people comment.
yeah, but what's weird though is like sometimes like when we ask like each other questions like the first episode, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I was like thinking like after the episode, I was like, man, like I really wonder like, about the question. And then all of a sudden like I'll talk to like my cousin or my friend and he'd be like, why didn't you think of it like this? And I'm like, damn, you're right. Like I guess I did. Like the one that was like when I asked you like what would you get for free?
Yeah.
Flights, all that stuff. And then I was like, damn, like why didn't I really think about it? Like I kind of just went off of like what I like to do now versus what I would like to do like lifetime.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, okay. To ask you a question, I don't think it's a bad question. I think it's one that a lot of people can struggle with. Guy or girl, because I feel like it's all about your upbringing and like the norms of society. Date wise, okay, going on a date with your girl.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you should be paying for every date?
Is this me personally or just like as a guy?
No, like I mean, you can answer for both. Like, you're going to take your girlfriend out.
Okay.
Okay. Are you paying for every date? While like in return that you're getting back is like I mean it could be every day. I mean I'm not opposed.
Yeah. What am I getting back?
Like, I don't, you're so dumb. Bro, what? Um, okay. She's gonna be taking care of the house. Like, you do no cleaning. Like, she's pretty much a traditional housewife.
Okay.
All you have to do, or not all you have to do, but you're paying
I'm
for.
more like the financial kind of guy.
Yeah, like every now and then, like she'll pay.
Yeah.
But it's like every blue moon whenever she invites, and then you're paying for dates. You're going if you ever go out for drinks, whatever. You're paying for the drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Like bills wise, yeah, it's a 50-50, right? But date wise and stuff, what are you like? What are you thinking?
Me personally, we already do this. I pretty much like
Even the after part too, or what?
after part. No.
she-
Let me answer, bro. Dang, get your
She
mind
gives
out of
you-
the gutter.
Okay.
No, so like she knows. Like when we go out, I usually pay for everything, but like she doesn't expect me to pay for everything. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like we'll go out, and she kind of already knows my card is coming out. But like, if I don't pull it out, she's not like, babe, what the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like the check's there.
Yeah, like she knows.
Yeah.
I feel like for guys, you should like want to pay for your girl and want to be like the provider, just because it's like, I don't want to get too like misogynist or whatever, but like that masculine urge to just like take care of like the girls around you.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like if I'm out with my bros, bro, break out your wallet, dude. I'm not about to like.
Yeah.
I'm not like unless you're about to give me a massage or like, but even then it's like no.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like, that's why I say it's like all on your upbringing because, like, think about it. If you were in a household that was full of nothing but women, that's going to be your, ideology growing up. Like, the man pays for everything because you're in a house full of
Yeah,
women.
and it's like, it depends. Like, is your dad always a breadwinner? You know what I mean? When you were
That's
growing
another
up?
thing, too. Like, you got to factor in, like, if my wife is making $60,000 more than I am a year, I'm making, let's just hypothetically say, like, I'm making $75,000 a year. She's over there making $150,000 a year. Am I still coming out with the wallet every single time?
That's what I'm saying. Like, me personally, if
Yeah.
my wife was making more money than me, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's nothing inherently wrong with the girl making more money.
Yeah.
It would just make me want to make more money than her so I can take care of her.
100%, yeah.
I don't want to have to, like, ever have to, like, rely on the girl that I'm with to, like, take care of me financially. Because it's like, I know it's not like that for everybody. This is just for me personally. It's kind of like demasculating. It's like, and they'll say, "Oh, you're just like insecure, this, and that." And it's not that. It's the fact that I want to be able to take care.
Yeah, you want to. You're provider. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to be no brokey. I don't want to be no. You know what I mean? Like.
But do you feel like, okay, say like your girl lives away, are you every time you go see her? Are you like automatically like I gotta bring food or like
No.
like you go see her and she's like, hey, like let's go eat. Well, if she offers, do you think you should be paying or she should be paying?
I'll pay.
Every time.
Yeah, that's how we do it now. Every time we go out to eat, I pay.
Well, I
every
guess it's
I
guess that's what
and
I'm
even
saying.
when we get older, I'm gonna pay every single time.
Yeah. I don't mind it. I just think if my wife or my partner is making
She
a
offers.
significant amount of more than me, I think the split would be within the bills versus on the dates. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like that's like if you move in with someone and they obviously like have the master and stuff. How we talked about, like, okay, you can be paying 55-45, like, you know, because you have the bigger this, you have this.
I would even go off of that. Like for me, like because we talked about this already, and like I don't know if she remembers, but when I say like I'm gonna split the bills with my wife, we're not like splitting it 55-45 because my 55 is different from your 55.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Because like if I'm making I'm gonna use big numbers so I can keep it even. If
Yeah.
I'm making like 150 and she's making like 50, if I'm taking 50% of the bills, that's nothing coming out of my check. But her 50 is taking almost her whole
Half.
you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, well, if we split it, it'll be like 50% of mine and 50% of hers are going into, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I said, like, based on the amount that you're making, like, that'll factor in, like, okay, well, like, cause say my check that I'm getting every 2 weeks is $4,000.
Yeah, and hers is 2,000.
Right.
If you're
So
splitting bills, I would say she does. Wait, I said 2,000.
yeah,
I would say she pays 500, and then yours. What was yours?
4,000.
4,000. I would say you pay like 15.
1,500. Yeah.
That way it equals 2,000, and it's like a good,
Right. And I do feel like, I know this wasn't what we talked about, but I know it's like something else that we can segue off of. But in the future, like having a wife, having a family and stuff like that, have you like mentally already like said, okay, like I know that I want to have my own account, she's gonna have her own account, and then we're gonna have a joint account. And like,
yeah, I want to do that.
yeah, where essentially like every month, like it could be like, I know some people do it this way where all their check goes into the joint that pays all bills, everything off, and then it's like now we get to take out of that what we want.
Yeah.
Or it's like percentage based, like, okay, we know 75% of our check is going into the joint to pay for bills and whatever, and then like the rest of the 25 is going into my personal account, and then I get to put it into my own savings and checkings.
So the way that I'd want to do it, and I'll keep it quick just so we can go to the next question, but I would do it to where we do like a joint account for bills, and like we don't have to dump all of our money into it, just enough for bills.
Yeah.
And then together we'll split the like the retirement, like like the Roth IRA, like
yeah,
all the
stuff like that. Yeah.
All that's going to be split down the middle too. So we'll have both of, so basically essentially be in the same account for bills, because it's all going to get split evenly, because I want her to have a crazy retirement too. So it'd be bills first, retirement, and then whatever's left after that, then we'll figure out like who's getting what. It might not be down the middle, just because either like maybe one person's making like a shit ton more and they feel like they need more, but like it'll probably be close to half and half.
Yeah.
But I want it to be like separate, just in case she wants to like spoil me or buy me something. I'm not sitting there like, oh, what's this charge for Dick's Sporting Goods for $300?
Yeah.
Like, but like I'm gonna like, she's gonna be able to see how much I have, and I'll probably be able to see how much she has, just so there's not like it's not that I don't trust her. It's just like I would want her to know.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, that's like, for me, I've always had this idea of like having like my own personal like checking and savings, she having her personal checking and savings, a joint account, and then like another like account, but it's like for like family things. Like, okay, like we want to go on a trip, like that we have all of our bills put in, paid off, and then we get our own percentage back into our own accounts. And then it's like we start putting into that, like, obviously it's gonna be different because if one person's making a significant amount more, then it's like my 100 will be like, oh, drastic 100 for me out of my account, versus you're like, I'll put like 6 figures, like I'm making 6 figures pulling
posh.
Yeah, like whatever. And so it's like I want to have like an account that's like separate for like family events, family like fun stuff, like hey, like next year let's go to Disney. All right, now we know like every month, like when our check hits, or every 2 weeks, we have to put into like the account,
Yeah.
So it's like when we go, all expenses are paid to get there and to have fun there, and then it's like anything we want, like from the little shops, that's on our own account, like
Yeah.
And if it's from like the family, like if it's like kids and stuff involved, then it's like I think that should be like split as well. I don't know. I don't feel like, because I feel like that can get like out of hand really quick.
Yeah, it depends on your partner, but
yeah.
Speaking of that, girls and boys,
yeah,
all that jazz. Question for you:
hit me.
If a girl steps to a guy like a man, balls her fists up, and wants to fight a man like a man, wants to just mano a mano throw down, are you throwing down? Do you think a guy should be able to throw down with a girl? If she's asking for it, she's puffed up her chest, she wants it. She says, well, you bitch, punches a dude in the face.
Okay, then yes. If she makes that first initial contact, then
even if she doesn't.
No, if she doesn't, I'm gonna be like, dude, chill the fuck out, bro. Like, I mean, like both of us
pushes you and shit like that.
No, I'll just like, I'll probably get it to a point where I can like get distance from her, But as soon as like it escalates for like her to hit, bro, like equal rights, equal fights, bro. Like
It's all hands. All
yeah,
action.
that's what I'm saying. Because it's like at that point, like if you initiate it, then you look like the asshole. You look like this, like because it's words, right? Like you're a pussy, whatever, and you're like, yeah, like whatever, bro. And you start fucking swinging on her, then you you look like a bitch.
Yeah, I have levels of escalation, I think.
Yeah, but I think if as soon as she like fucking swings, if she makes contact or not, that turns into me like just trying to be like, hey, chill, into self defense. Cause like,
But are you swinging hard?
no,
You don't think?
I don't
like,
think.
no, she wants to fight, bro.
No, I don't think I could swing hard. I think I would just get it to a point where like, I mean, I'm a big ass fucking dude. I'm gonna fucking get you to a point where like you can't move to where you have to be like, okay, I'm done. Like I'm chill. Cause I can't, bro. I could never fucking put my hands on a girl like that. Like
That's fair. That's fair. I think for me, I have like 4 stages of intensity. So like the beginning, she's like, it depends how strong she is too, bro.
oh yeah,
If she's
like
strong, bro, like I'm
swinging.
I'm swinging, dog. But it's like playing a girl in basketball. It's a lose-lose as soon as the situation starts. If you win, you're an asshole. If you lose, you suck.
Yeah.
So it's a lose-lose. So anyway,
and you can't be like, oh, I let her beat my ass. You're like, nah.
Yeah. My thing with that is like, I'll start off with a light push, a little something. You know?
Like just get off me,
bro. Chill out. She comes back again. I'll put a little bit more elbow grease into it. That's stage 2, hard push. Hey man, get the fuck off me, nigga. She's gonna, and then if she comes back after that, stage 3, I'm gonna have to slap a bitch.
You would slap her?
I will slap the shit out of her, but like not like a
in the face or in the ass.
I'll slap, bro, because like, but I wouldn't do that. You know the slaps where it's like you let your wrist go, and it's like there's like no tension.
You're keeping the one where it's like
I'm keeping
straight.
it hard, bro. Like, bop!
Yeah,
so she knows. Like, I want her to feel like a guy's strength. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of girls don't know how like the difference between like a guy and a girl.
Well, because a girl could be like, I barely hit you. And he's like, yeah, I barely hit you too. And they're like, they go flying across the room.
Yeah, so that's what the second push is for.
Okay.
So she can feel it. And if she still doesn't feel it, I'm about to. I'm about to. And then stage 4.
That's a punch.
That's a punch, bro.
That's a punch.
If you come. But think about it though. Like, I gave her ample chances to like check herself. And if she still wants to smoke, like.
But I feel like at that point, like if a girl's ever trying to do that, like I think it comes down to like misinformation, because I don't think a girl would ever just come up to a random guy and be like, what's up, motherfucker? Like, you want to fuck? Like,
misinformation on what?
Like, oh hey, that guy he's like,
no,
he did
that's not misinformation. If you're in a situation where,
like if she's just like randomly just trying to buck up.
No, not randomly. Like y'all started it. Like it started light. You know, like some like, oh hey, like you're like she's bumping into you too much. You're like, hey, can you watch out? And she's like, you watch out. And you're like, bitch, you bumped into me.
Okay, yeah.
And then it just starts escalating like that.
Yeah.
And then it gets to that. If you were watching me, you don't know me, right? You don't know me, and you see us. You see us on the fucking. You see us on the street, right? But you're watching it happen. Okay. But you see her bucking up to me and like pushing up against me, and then she like slaps me in the face or something, and then you see me go through my 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you blaming me?
No.
Right? It's a good,
but at the same time, method. As I see it go to the 3rd, I'm pulling you off.
Yeah.
Because like if she's coming back, like she's either too fucked up, like drunk or whatever, or she's on something.
No, there's girls out there that actually think they can handle the smoke.
No.
Yes.
I'm not asking you. No, I know, but no, I'm pulling you off. Like I'm like, hey, chill the fuck out. Like if I saw you, didn't know you, and I saw this happening,
I will only go to 4 if she's like 50 pounds less than me, bro. Because like anything like less than that, I can just.
You said about $150.
Yeah, like if you're $150, like I'll punch you. But like anything below that, I can decently grab you and just fucking hold you still, like you said, like just like, hey, guess what?
Yeah,
but then I'm scared, bro, because when she bites me, like, what if she's Matt Farrell? Like,
that's why, like, for me, I would have to like, I don't know,
kick a bitch, bro. Just kick her, like just
Jackie Chan.
Right her sternum, dog.
That's insane. I just feel like,
And I give her chances though. Like
that's the thing. Like you try to de-escalate it with the talk. Like, hey, like you
bro,
bumped into me, but okay, cool. Like you try like
whatever. Like
you try walking off, and she like shoves you from the back. Like, nah, motherfucker, you bumped into me. Bro, that's odd said, bro. That's like I don't think I could do it. Like
a smoke demon, bro. I'm gonna be Arthur fisted and shit.
I mean, like I think it's one thing to like acknowledge it head on. Head on.
Yeah.
But as soon as you turn your back, like, all right, like, whatever, like, you bumped into me, but cool, whatever. And you, like, start walking off.
Make me turn around and see what happens.
And then she's like, no, motherfucker. And she shoves you in the back. And you're like,
nah, I'm skipping to stage 2 if she shoves me in the back. Hey, what the?
Bro, I just.
And then she's going to fall over and shit. Oh, everybody.
Yeah, and then
and then I look like the bad guy. No, because everybody saw her shove me first. But then you have those white knights. Hey, get your hands off of her, man. Nigga,
shut up, Caleb.
Stage 4. I'm punching this nigga in the jaw. I'm fighting everybody.
I mean, but you see, I mean, like, I guess before, like, 2012-ish, like, when World Star was, like, a big fucking thing.
Yeah.
And that's all you would see would be, like, fights.
Yeah.
But, like, random-ass fights. And then you see the one white guy trying to run in there. Guys, and then boom.
Guys, what are you doing?
Yeah, boom. Gets fucking
jobbered, bro.
And he just falls on the floor and everybody's like, oh, like, you know, like.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not going out like that, man. I'm not going to wake up.
Yeah.
If the first thing you do after a fight is wake up, you did something wrong. You did something wrong. Something went wrong somewhere. You're going to have to watch the film. We're going to have to sit down and analyze it.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think that answers the question pretty well. I
think there's stages of escalation that girls have. Like I feel like they deserve to have a chance to realize the difference.
Yeah.
And I realize that there's girls out there that can actually just completely beat my ass.
100%. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They exist.
But I feel like.
But they're like rare.
You know, like whenever they say like you don't know your own strength type of stuff.
It happened with me and Jalen the other day, bro. Like I didn't hit her, nigga. But like I was like we were chilling.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
No, we were chilling. I was laying on the floor and she was like sitting next to me, and I was like I wanted to bump her with my leg to like get her attention or something.
Yeah.
So I bumped her. She was like, "Ah, what the fuck was that?" And I'm like, I literally just barely touched you, man.
But that's okay. So like whenever it gets to like stage 3 and stage 4. Like, and you shove her, you slap her, whatever.
Yeah.
And, like, you kind of see, like, how she reacts. You're sometimes, like...
They'll see in their eyes, too. They'll be like, whoa.
Yeah, and you'll be like, oh, my God, I have the power. Like... Yeah, so it's like... Theoretically, if they come back for that 4th... Bro, what are you doing?
I'm going to test this new power out.
Yeah, that like, as the girl, like, if you get shoved down to the ground or slapped and you, like, fall down...
Yeah.
And they're like looking at you like, oh my God, like he just hit me, like whatever.
Yeah.
And they come back for stage 4, bro. Like, I'm
like,
stay down, please. Just stay down, please. Don't get up.
I don't want to watch this.
She's like, you do this. And you're like, no, please, for real, just stay down.
Okay. But I have like a little question 1.2. You know what I mean? 1.1.
Okay.
What do you feel about those girls that say that men should never, ever, ever put their hands on a woman? Ever, under any circumstance. You should just let a girl wail on you.
Those are the type of girls that wail on their guys.
Those are the abusers.
Because, like, you got to think, like, to a certain extent, like, a girl, like...
Because there's some girls that genuinely believe that you should let a girl wail the fuck on you.
No.
And never do anything.
No.
Pushing a bitch down the stairs. Man.
Like, not only that, but, dude, think about it, like... sometimes you can annoy like your girlfriend, your wife, or whatever, and she'll be like, "Shut up, babe! Like, what the fuck?" And you're like, "Okay, like, like, well, you didn't have to like fucking hit me." And then it's like it keeps progressing, right? She's like, "Babe, shut the fuck up."
I'll be chill with that shit.
Yeah, I'll be like, "Hey, bro, like,
yo, chill out with that. Don't do that.
Fucking hit me." Like, it gets to a certain point. Yeah. Like we're guys, bro. Like in any given sports, like any physical contact sports. Like, even basketball, when you're like, you get shoved, and you're like, hey, bro, like, chill the fuck out. Yeah. And he's like, all right, whatever. And you're like, chill the fuck out, for real.
I'll fucking.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, if a girl does it, it doesn't make a difference. I'm still going to tell you the same shit. Like, chill the fuck out. Don't fucking hit me. And if you're going to keep progressing and hitting me, Motherfucker, you best believe it's coming at you.
Especially with at least with our personalities, we're for the most part we're pretty chill, like pretty goofy, pretty funny. So if you make us like, bro, chill the fuck out, like you're like you should know like I'm being for real, like don't do that.
Yeah, because if not, you're like, okay, like, haha, sorry, babe, like I didn't really mean it. It was just a joke.
If my girl put my leg and I go, hey yo, like she knows that's cool, but I'm like, yo, don't fucking do that. She'll know, like, yo, chill. Like,
yeah.
Sorry, babe.
Sorry. Yeah, but so, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the girls that believe in that say, like, oh,
you should let her hit you and you should just walk away.
No, absolutely not, bro. Because there's been plenty of times that, like,
I've seen niggas with, like, their face puffed up because they let that shit happen. I'm like, bro.
And a lot of times, like, I get it because, like, again, it all ties back into how your upbringing was, right? If you had, like, a very strong male household or a very strong...
what did you have?
What did I have? It was my dad. Like he was like you never hit a girl, you never put your hands on a girl.
Yeah.
And so it was like
I think that
that was just like that's how it was. And so like
I grew up with all girls.
Yeah, so it was like you never got to see like and like I remember the first time it ever happened where like a girl put her hands on me and I was like I just like had to walk off because like, bro, I could like literally beat your fucking ass.
I could literally beat your fucking ass.
Like I remember specifically where it was, everything, and I remember like
you're like whoa
happening, and I was like,
she doesn't know.
I was like, I can't. Like I have to walk off because if not, like I know like I have my dad's temper sometimes, so I know like I'll fucking tear my shirt. What the
me and my sister got to that point too where it was awkward because as like having like everybody knows as a guy being like the younger sibling, and you get to that weird point where you and your sister play fight and like this is her and this is me being younger and it kind of just
See,
and then like
me and my sister never had that. Me and my sister never had it like that.
Really?
Yeah, like well she's 9 years older than me, so it was like growing up like by the time she was in high school, I'm like not there. Like I'm like in grade school, like barely like
she's still pushing your forehead and you going flying.
Yeah, and then so obviously by the time I got to high school, she was already out of the house, like she was gone. And so it was like we never really had like that time like for us to like play fight, like oh my god, like let's play like pillow fight. Nah, it was never like that. It was with
my sister broke my fucking arm.
Oh. Shout out to her.
Shout out to you.
But it was like that with my cousins. Like I remember like they would always pick on me because I was the youngest cousin. Like at the time, like that hung around with them. I was the youngest cousin. Like I would just kind of like not get pushed around, but when we got picked up for like basketball games outside on like the street,
y'all shoving each other.
I'm the last one to get picked. I'm like all right, we'll take Eric. Like and I was like damn. And then as I got older, it was like I was the first one getting picked, and like we would play fight. And I remember I would fucking cry, bro, because I'm like, I'm so weak. All my cousins
hold you down.
Yes, I want to go. Like it sucked because it was like I couldn't do anything because they were like
so strong.
Yeah, but really like looking back on it now, and like I see them now at, like family functions, and they always tell me the same thing sometimes. Like, man, like you look so much bigger, like da 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 da. Like, and I'm like looking down, like, yeah, I know. Like they're like, man, like, do you ever like want to play basketball? I'm like, yeah, like I'll play basketball. I'm like, okay, cool. And like I'll see like their friends that we used to play basketball with. I'm like, that's Eric. I'm like, yeah. Like, dang, dude. Like,
oh my god.
Yeah, they're always like, man, you got so tall. Da 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 da. Like, it's the same shit. You've heard it. Yeah,
dude, I know that. Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah, and it's annoying as fuck because it's like you hear the same comments over and over. I remember when you were like this tall, and I'm like, you don't remember me? I held you when you were this tiny.
Yeah, and I'm like, I was never that small.
Nah. And so it's like shit like that, bro. That like now looking back on it, like I know we totally went off on like I was just thinking about it. We totally went off on like a little like
tangent. Yeah, that's fine.
But to answer your question, I would never put my hands on a girl unless it got to a certain point where like I was to a serious point and like they didn't stop.
Yeah.
Because like I've always believed in like, and I'll say it over and over again because like I'm not trying to be weird, but like how for a while there was always like women that thought they were getting treated unequally and stuff, and I'm all for like equality, everything.
Here it comes, but
no, I'm all about it because I do feel like there's a lot of like before like 10 years ago there was a lot of that like happening.
What was that movement called?
When like women's rights?
Yeah,
Yeah, women's rights.
it's women's suffrage.
That's like 19 something. I'm talking about like nowadays. But it's like you always see these podcasts and all these like shows and like talk shows that are like asking like celebrities about it. And I'm like, dude, like you want equality, but like then you have the girls that are like that, like a guy should never hit her back. But if she initiates it, like, nah, come on, man. Like you want like fairness, like that's not fair if you could just sit there. I don't care how strong you are.
Yeah.
You're sitting there wailing on a guy. No. What?
No.
Like
It's always like the like the
hot Cheeto girls.
There's good feminists.
Oh, okay.
And then there's like the righteous like extremist feminists. It's the extremists that always have the most double standards, but say they wanted to be equal.
Yeah, but let's be real. A lot of the girls that say like a guy should never hit a girl, only let him well. Those are hot Cheeto girls.
Them Takis girls during breakfast.
Yes, those are those girls that are like.
They be chilling like that.
Those are the girls that were like. I wouldn't say necessarily ghetto. They were ghetto to a certain extent, but they were like.
They had the main character syndrome.
Yeah.
Where they thought everything
was always about them.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but they lived their beautiful life with their family, like with their parents and stuff, but they came to school to put on a different hat.
Yeah, nobody checks them either.
No. So
because nobody wants to be like check the loud person because
No.
then you're gonna be in the fucking mix.
No, like I can't imagine like every day waking up and eating fucking hot chips and bullshit. I don't know, bullshit, you know?
Stomach must have been on fire 24/7.
Speaking about that, that's a good follow-up question. I get not really, but kind of ties in with like the whole food thing.
Okay.
So, and I think I asked you something similar like in the first episode. So, in life now, I'm gonna ask you for now, and I'm gonna ask you for 10 years from now.
Okay.
Okay. So, would you rather have a personal chef, a personal trainer, a maid, or I can't remember the last one.
And they're free, right?
Do what?
They're free.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Personal trainer, that's a personal trainer, personal chef, personal assistant, or a maid.
Assistant.
An assistant.
Easily assistant. Right now in my life, right now I could cook for myself. Right now cleaning's not that hard. It takes like what 10 minutes every morning, and then 10 minutes every night, and then what was the third one?
Chef.
Personal no.
Trainer.
Trainer. I go like I don't need to like what the fuck I'm training for.
I mean,
you know what I mean? So it's like an assistant right now. You can have her help you out with like if you have a side hustle.
Hey, do my homework for me, bitch.
Yeah, like anything, bro. A person said, "Oh, I'm running low on groceries. Can you run to the store and get this for me real quick?"
Yeah.
Oh, can you help me out with this? Can you research this subject? Can you do? There are so many things you can do with a personal assistant.
Oh, 100%. 100%, yeah.
It'll like elevate your life like crazy, especially if it was free. It was a piece of hair, bro. Who don't? Anyway, yeah. It'll elevate your life like crazy. But 10 years from now, I'm taking the chef.
Chef?
Yeah, because I just don't want to cook anymore.
Okay, I think now.
If I had the assistant for 10 years, bro.
I think now, yeah, I'd probably like. I would either say I would want like either like a personal trainer, or like because I feel like the personal trainer could also be like nutritional stuff as well.
Okay,
it's like a 2-in-1.
You're cheating, bro.
Hey, nah.
Your trainer will give you general advice. He's not gonna make a plan for you. Well,
No.
I guess it depends on what kind of trainer you have, because some of them do that.
Yeah. Okay, so if we're going based off of just generalizing what they are and what they do,
I'll give it to you.
I would probably
because I'm stretching a personal trainer far. I'm making him do everything.
Yeah, like
not trainer. I'm sorry,
assistant. The assistant. Yeah, I think for sure I would definitely pick the trainer because I feel like I can get 2-in-1 with that person.
I can get like 15-1 with the assistant.
100%. Yeah. 10 years from now,
the chef. What we gonna be?
When I say chef, trainer, assistant, or a maid.
Because at least for us, I know in 10 years we'll probably hit our goals pretty well. So at that point, it's just like like not functionality, but like comfort.
I know what you're trying to say. Yeah, I know. I don't know. There's a good word for it, and I don't know.
Damn, I know. Convenience.
Yeah.
Convenience.
And the chef would be like the most convenient. Yeah. There's a guy on TikTok that I watch that he's
a personal chef
for
a billionaire.
A billionaire, yeah. And the food doesn't look bad.
He'd be out there, but he'd be there all day.
Yeah. Yeah. But hey, that ain't on me, motherfucker. That's on him.
Yeah. Hey, figure that out, buddy. Get those paninis on my dresser by whatever.
And I wonder if it's like, as a personal chef, you have to follow what they like. You know, like if I'm like, I don't
I'm
want,
assuming you tell them what you do and don't like and your allergies, and then they just fucking whip it up.
right? Like, well, the
And
allergies,
then over
yeah.
time, they'll like get to know what you like, because you'll be like, I didn't really fuck with that one. This one was good though, and
Right.
they'll know.
Well,
So,
shit
like,
feels up to me. I'll be like, I want like a lot of protein. I want like, I don't think I would be like crazy about like, oh, make me a gourmet.
Give me a gourmet kombucha bachi.
Yeah,
With gold
the
flakes
and the gabagool.
caviar and
Nah.
some. Nah, bro.
I'd be like,
Give
bro,
me a mean ass burger with an egg on it and some steak fries.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, then you got to think like, damn, like that's not really too hard to make, low key. So it's like,
damn, why am I not?
yeah. So it's like, I feel like being in that, like I would want
I
to.
do like cooking.
That's what I'm saying. I would want to learn from that guy.
I'd be in there with him.
Or learn
Low
from
key,
learn
I
from
would
them.
go in there with him and just
Yeah.
be like, oh wow.
Yeah, show me how you do it. Okay. All right, I don't need you no more. Like, you know, like
You're
eventually,
fired.
yeah, eventually, like I feel like I would change from that, like a chef, to maybe like,
I'd be his assistant in there. Shit, he's like, you're hiring me, right? Yeah, tell me what to do, bro. Like,
or honestly, I might change it. And for the tenure, I might go with like maybe like a trainer again, just because like I know. No, think about it. 10 years from now, you'll have kids. Like I want to be. I'm not
I'm
gonna be,
picking the trainer or the chef in 10 years, but not right now.
because think about it. Like when you're like the age of 40, don't you want to be in good health? You want to be able to like still play with your kids.
Think about it. When you're 40, though, you'll have the bread to afford a trainer. You know what I mean? Or you'll have the time to go train and go like look it up. You'll have time when you're 40. Oh, I'm hoping you would.
He's like, well, I don't know what you doing with your
What were
time.
the other two?
Chef, personal assistant,
Chef.
a maid, or a trainer.
40 years old, give me the maid.
A maid?
If I'm single. Is she bad?
What the fuck? No. What the fuck? I mean, does she you know?
Because when I'm 40 years old, or if like 10 years from now, yeah, we're roughly like what, 34.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be like head first into whatever the fuck I'm doing as far as like job or work or some shit. So
Yeah.
I don't want to have to like think about like cleaning around the house and all that shit. I just want it to be done. So like I want to be able to just move around my day, doing whatever I want, like getting productive and shit. And then just shit getting picked up. I'm not like dirty. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
No, of course
the maid
not.
is gonna have to do the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Air purifier is putting in that work.
Oh yeah,
But
100%.
like,
But you always like people have maids like just like to come
wash the
and
dishes,
just to come around and dust
dust and dishes. That's it. That's probably all she'll do for me. Because I don't like people washing my clothes.
bed, like your bed sheets.
I like making my bed.
Well, not making. I mean, making it's different, but like washing
them.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like she'll come in once a week. I won't even notice that she came in that my sheets are washed. It'd
Yeah.
be fresh. That would be nice.
I'm trying to think what else. No, I mean,
Like
I
think
feel like
about it.
I feel like the worst one that you could pick now would be
a maid.
a maid now.
You'll build so many bad habits.
Yeah, because I feel like we're at an age where like work is like not as predictable, so it's like we know our schedules essentially, but we don't at the same time, like time wise and like
Oh
whatnot.
yeah, we're essentially on call.
So it's like, think about like if we have like a solid week where we're working like 3 days out of the week, and you know how that goes.
Yeah, shit just piles up.
Yeah, and so if you have a maid, you're gonna build that up to where you're like 10 years from now, you're gonna keep doing that.
Throwing your shit on the ground every time you're just gonna build a shit ton of nasty habits.
Yeah, because you know
You're
that
gonna be a
person.
dirty-ass
Yeah, you
dude.
know that person's gonna continue to just pick up right after you.
And you're
Like-
gonna expect like your girlfriend to do it, and then she's just gonna fucking leave your ass.
Yeah, I mean, I think now, yeah, probably like I think it would be kind of cool to have like a personal chef now, just so I can learn off of that person.
Mm-hmm.
So in the 10 years, then I'm like, I'm set. I know how to cook. I don't need anything else. I can really just use a maid.
That's why I built all the good habits. I got my job. I got my career going.
100%.
I can cook. I just don't want to clean. It's not that I like don't. I can't because I would if I have to. I just don't want to.
Okay.
But you
Next.
got to segue that.
Yeah. Can't remember what the other question was. I think it was.
I think it's mine. You asked the second one.
Yeah, I just
ask
asked. Yeah.
Okay.
So now it's you.
So this will be our last question for the day. Those
Yeah.
talks went on a little bit longer than we thought they were. So we were gonna do like a personal segment at the end where you kind of like we're just gonna ask each other questions or like talk to each other just so you can get to know us.
We're not a bunch of.
Well, you got only 4 minutes left and we don't want to go over the hour.
Yeah.
But it'll probably be the next one. It'll probably be the next one.
Yeah, we can get more in depth.
We'll manage the time a lot better.
Yeah, I will. That sucked. Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll close this one off with the tried and true question that everybody has to answer. Gay son or thought daughter, bro? Which one are you picking?
Gay son or thought daughter?
This one should be easy.
I think I'd pick a gay son.
I'm picking a gay son.
Yeah.
Because at least like it'll be like wholesome. You know what I mean? In a sense where it's like he's gonna find who he wants. It'll be like a traditional organic, not true traditional, but like an organic relationship. He's probably gonna get married. Probably gonna go adopt some kids.
Yeah, which is cool. Like I'm totally fine with that. But
We're bros.
I don't think I could ever like be a father and then like be at home or like be at the house and just like sitting there and then like for a fact upstairs your daughter's getting rammed.
She's getting ran through by like different guys.
That's what I'm saying. Like every week it's a different dude, and so like every day you're like, all right.
What
Every
do
week,
do?
Every week you're like, hey, Mr. Parker, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. What's your name? John. Oh, Alex. My bad.
I
Cool.
wouldn't even let her introduce guys to me. I wouldn't let guys in my house if I had a thought daughter. If I had a thought daughter, she would do all her thoughting outside of my house. I'd put a camera in the hallway to her room.
Damn.
Because I'm not going to have to be the dad that
like, because we knew people like that in high school. We knew
Yes.
both of those.
It depends. Is my house, like, I don't have a problem with gay guys, all right? Having a gay son's completely fine with me.
Mm-hmm.
Is he that flamboyant, super flamboyant? To the point where it's like it's forced.
No, I mean, it's your question. I don't know.
Because it's like...
I feel like there's a lot of gay guys that are like, you would never know that they're gay until you're like, hey, like what's your like sexual orientation? Like, do
I
you...
met some like fucking chill ass gay
That's what I'm saying. Like, you could like... I mean, there's a lot of people like that are like, you would never know until you ask, and then you're like, oh shit, and they're like, they kind of like, oh, like, I wonder if you're gonna change how you view me, and I'm like, I don't care. Like, as long as you're not trying to like put that on me, like, hey, like, what's up? Like, we're cool, but
like, okay,
you know?
I'll probably get canceled for this.
Oh no, not yet,
But, like,
not yet.
No,
Don't do it yet.
don't do it yet.
Don't do it yet.
Okay.
I think I know what you're gonna say, but don't
What am I
do
gonna
it.
say? Okay, we're back. Yeah, no. So I'm completely okay with everything.
I mean, it's just hard because I feel like
Just the way we grew up.
society now, like I feel like the gay son was more frowned upon as we were growing up versus the thought daughter. Because I feel like there's so many people in high school that we knew that like came out in high school, like the later years, and we're like, bro, we grew up with you. Like, when did this ever happen? And they're like, we've always known. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, that's cool, but like,
And then there's half the people in high school like that where everybody already knows you're gay,
yeah, and you just don't.
but you don't want to come out or like you don't want to say anything. And it's like, because they think it's like, oh, super taboo. And it's like, bro, everybody knew. Everybody still hung with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they projected their like that onto other people, like if like, it's, to me it's just weird. Like, if I have like, okay, when we work shows and you have like, it could be the straightest looking dude, he'll come up like, hey man, I like your hair, and you're like, thanks. It's for whatever reason, and it might come off weird, I think it comes more genuine from guys. Like, when you hear a compliment from another dude, like about
Damn, I'm doing this.
anything, you're like, damn, I feel fucking good about myself. But when you have a girl that's like, oh my god, you look so handsome, and you're like,
thanks.
Like the most fucking generic bullshit at like it's something different when
girls will compliment you, but they'll give you like a half-ass compliment. Guys will compliment you on something that you actually put an effort to do.
Yeah.
So like they'll go, "Oh, you're handsome," right? A girl, but then a guy will come to me and be like, "Hey, I really like how the way you did your hair," and I'm like, I put in some fucking effort on my hair. Thanks,
Thank you
man.
for noticing.
Thank you.
And it's like, that is cool. But when a guy's like, damn, like you look fucking, damn, I could eat, like when they're like, damn,
That happened to me,
I
bro.
could eat you up type of stuff. Are you like,
It was at a show, bro. This guy kept staring at me, and I was like, "Does he need help or something?" So then I was like, "Sir, like, are you waiting in line?" He's like, "Oh, I'm just okay." But he kept looking at me, and I'm like, "So you can't stand you're kind of messing up the flow." This is when I was on tour. I was like, "You're kind of messing up the flow of the line," and he's like, "Oh, okay, my bad. I'll go." And then he's like walking off, and then behind me he said, "Have a good night, handsome." I was like, "Hey, yo, bro, I should have known."
no.
That's like weird. That to me, that's weird.
I don't think.
And like I hate
know.
the fact that you can't say that something like that. Like it makes you feel weird. Everybody grew up different, Not everybody's gonna be okay with everything, and that is okay.
Right, but at the same time, like I
don't hate it, but it's okay to not be okay with it.
Yeah, like
but don't like actively like you can't be gay. Like it's okay to just be like, yo, I'm not comfortable with gay people.
Yeah, like that's like whenever, like if you're like in a group of friends and a guy compliments you, like in the friend group, like if there's 5 of us right here, and he's like, man, like I really like your earrings, and somebody's like, hey, yo, what the fuck?
That's
like
some gay shit,
bro. It's 21st century, bro. Like,
I'd be like, what the? It's guys like that are like the most insecure dudes. I can't like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like when they're always like, or what do people
I'm not gay. What the fuck?
They're like, hold on, pause. I'm like,
if you pause me and it's funny, like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, but it's different though. Like if a guy's giving a compliment, like
if I see like a lollipop, I'm like, man, I'm trying to suck on that. It's like, yo, pause. That's funny.
Yeah.
But if I'm like, yo, hey, bro, I like your shirt and your necklace, like that shit like a nice fit. Somebody's like, pause.
For what? Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think either way could go better, but 100%, like, no questions asked, all day, every day, I'm taking a gay son every single time.
100%.
Every single time. Just because I feel like there's, like, for me, it would make me feel good knowing that, like, my son and my wife would get so along because they could just go out and, like, do whatever they wanted, like, a girl's thing for them, or, like, you know,
go. But you don't know what kind of you don't know if your son's like the bottom top kind of gay though.
Yeah, but
so he can still hang with you.
Yeah, of course. I was like totally past that up. But yeah, like truthfully though, I think it would be kind of cool because like, I don't know, like you always hear like the saying like, the firstborn grows up with the parents. The firstborn grows up with the parents. The secondborn is like getting raised by the parents.
Yeah.
But the firstborn is like getting older with like, you know, like
that makes sense. Like they're trying to figure it out together.
Right.
By the time they get to the second one, they kind of know
what they're doing.
And don'ts.
Yeah, like there's always like the movies that you see, right? And they're always like, their firstborn, they're like struggling, taking showers, feeding, all this stuff. Second one, they're like, all right, hand me the next one. Boom.
Here you go. Hey, here's Jimmy.
Yeah. Like, all right, got him. Boom. Put him in the shower. Put him in the shower, and they're done.
Good, bro.
But it's like they see that, and it's like, for me, I think like if I had 2 kids or however many kids that like I'm gonna have, I think I would want like if it was my son, firstborn, be the gay one if you want to be the gay one. If not, like whatever, you're the firstborn, because I want to like grow up with that, because there's a lot of like newer things.
It'll help me figure shit out.
Yeah, because like. Your parents.
It'd be a lot of like shit that you can't ask for help on though. You know what I mean?
That's okay though.
Because it's like, no, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying like it's just different. It's harder because it's like you don't know how to like relate to your kid. You don't know what to say. It's like, like, oh, Dad, there's this guy that I really like in my class. Is he? Are you like? How's this gonna?
Yeah.
I can't help him. Like I would be like, you gotta talk to your mom.
But I also feel like, I think if my son was, for me, I don't think my kid should ever come to that type of realization, and I'm never going to like put my kid in this like this shelter or like this ball around like you get to choose at whatever age you want. Like for me, the way I was raised is like we were never exposed to that type of stuff until high school when we really had a culture shock when you saw people from different schools.
But that's like how we grew up. Like gay people was like taboo. Like
yeah,
they never talked about it.
I just don't think I'm gonna push that on my kids.
My parents were like super big. I don't blame them for it.
Yeah.
But they were just like, oh, don't do that, that's gay. Don't do that, that's gay.
Yeah.
Take that off, that's gay.
Yeah.
That looks gay. Don't sit like that, that's gay. Now I'm like super comfortable with like at least my sexuality. Like I know like I'm straight, like, and I'm like whatever, like I can fucking sit down, cross
your legs, whatever you need to do.
Do whatever I want, like, and I don't care what anybody thinks.
But I think it's now like I'm not gonna I don't want to like expose my kids to that, because at like 7th and 8th grade, whenever like I taught kids and like they would come out like that, I'm like, man, like you're too young. Like you might know, but at the same time, like you're so young. Like
I wouldn't expose my kids to that just because, like you're saying, that route of life way more challenging.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
because if they learn that on their own and they like develop that on their own going into high school and then college, so be it. But if you're telling me like
At like 8 years old.
yeah, I'm like, come on, man. I'm not gonna like.
Come on, man.
I'm not gonna be like. I don't know how I'm like.
Yeah,
that's the
look.
thing. Like I don't know how I'm gonna be like. I'm not gonna be like, are you sure? I'm gonna be like, okay, like let's talk about it. I don't know. Like I'm not gonna like.
Let's try the fire truck.
Give me the Barbie. Give me the Barbie.
Airplanes.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I just see it so much nowadays, and like in our like in the community around, like it's getting to a point where like kids as young as like 5th graders are like becoming
Are
that.
confused with themselves.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And I was like, bro, at 5th grade, I was like, do I like light blue or do I like dark blue?
at 5th grade, I was like, boobies.
Yeah, like you remember those wristbands that I like boobies and it was all breast cancer stuff? Like it was never like, like that guy looks kind of good or that girl looks kind of good. It was never that.
I think my dilemma, like that's gonna happen with me, is like, cause I'm honest. I'm like more on the, I'm more on the traditional side of things.
Okay, I was like,
I'm open to the new things.
Yeah.
But I'm more so. That's just how I was raised, and that's how I see myself going forward. But my thing is, I don't want to be so traditional with my kids that if they do figure out that like they're gay,
they don't want to tell you.
they don't want to tell me
because
I'll be like, man, like I'm like my bad, like because that makes me
give me
feel
the belt.
bad.
Give me the fucking belt. I'm gonna whip this shit out of
They're
you.
gonna think that I'm gonna get mad.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna get mad. I'm just gonna be like, damn, I tried.
I definitely want to be that parent that like my kids are comfortable to talk to.
I want my kids to be able to joke around with me like, Dad, I'm gay. Damn. All right, that's cool.
Yeah, like
What you want to eat today?
yeah, like just I don't know, like shit like that. Like I feel like the older generation, like older than our parents, were very much like, I'm your parent, I'm not your friend. And so you would never go to your parents. So that's why like a lot of kids would like the older generation, they were like, oh, we used to sneak out of the house all the time. We used to do like parties and this and that. And it's like as it's like trickling down to like towards us, I'm like, dude, I want my kids to be my fucking friends. Like,
That's what I'm saying. And like you don't. A lot of the older generation, they're not emotionally in tune with their kids. They'll never actually know who their kid is.
no.
I don't think my parents to this day know who I actually am. They know who I show them.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
They'll
like,
never know who you actually are.
no. And the sad thing is about that, like to say like that same thing is like whenever like I remember, I don't know when it was recent, like whenever I went to my parents and they were like, oh, eat this. And I was like, I don't like that. Like, what are you talking about? And they're like my mom was like, Eric, we've raised you for like the last, or we've known you for 18 years. I've wiped your ass, da, 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 da. And I was like, but you don't know me from 18 to 25.
When I did most of my soul searching, developing,
it's like
and
you
figuring
don't-
out who I am.
Yeah, you don't
weren't
know
there
me.
For like, you were there, but you weren't there. You know?
Yeah. And the people out there know what that is. Because
They know, everybody that's growing up right now
they
knows
should
what
know.
we're talking about.
And that's the sad part though. Like that's the part that I hate is because like I don't want to be that for my kids. Like I want to be able to like I want to be the parent, but I also want to like make sure my kid's in a comfortable space to be like, hey, like I'm having like I want my son to be able to come up to me and say I'm having girl problems.
Oh man, come right here, bro.
Yeah, come on.
My shit.
That's when you sit there and you're like, I knew this day would come.
Yeah,
You know?
that's why I'm gonna train my kids with like the yes, no, sir. I'm not gonna ask you to do something twice.
Yeah,
But like, there's gonna be like playful energy. But when it's like, hey, can you do this? I'm asking you politely, like, out of respect for you as like a person. But if you make me ask you twice, I'm gonna have to ask you as your father.
Yeah, or like the whole like, hey, I need you to go take out the trash. And they're like, no, I'm not asking you. I'm telling you, go take out the trash. Like,
No, I'm gonna be like, not even that. Like with me and my kids, I'm gonna go in the room. Hey, son, can you take out the trash real quick? Oh yeah, after this game. Okay, sick. Now if I
'Cause
have
that's
to
how you-
ask your ass again,
if it's like 30 minutes, if it's like an hour and you still haven't done it, that's a problem.
yeah, I'm
'Cause
gonna
I-
turn that fucking game off.
Because we both know how long games should last.
Because I know how it is. You can't pause that shit. Go get your victory off. Go fucking win that map on a cent. Go do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Finish the match, whatever you got to do.
You're playing fucking your jungler on your league game. I get it. You know?
Yeah, literally on TikTok, there was a guy that was like, he's like a top ranked Fortnite player.
What's his name?
He's
Jeff?
like a little
Is it
Asian.
Jeff?
I think he's a little Asian guy.
Yeah.
And his mom was
My
like,
mom's selling right now.
yeah, and he was saying something like, mom was like, how much longer? And he was like, oh, one last game, mom. She's like, okay, you have a. And he's like, the people were commenting like, you have a bedtime and you're like you're a millionaire like playing
Yeah.
Fortnite and you're having a bedtime. And I was like, bro, even if that's me and that's my kid, yeah, you're gonna still have a fucking bedtime. Like,
Yeah, I need you to have like
you're in high school,
these
like
regular house values. You know, once you get out of here, you do whatever fuck you want.
yeah.
But yeah, that's episode 2.
Yeah, definitely leave a comment, like whatever you guys want to do. Subscribe, 100% subscribe.
It helps with the algorithm. Just comment whatever. Just spam your keyboard and push enter. I don't like it's fine.
It doesn't matter. For the family and friends that are out there, if you have any questions that you guys want to ask us, whether it is via text, via
If you want to see your question on here, bro, we'll say who from now on. We can say who gave us the question.
Anything like that, any type of social media you want to reach out to either one of us in a personal way. Everything's still kind of coming up right now as far as like Instagram, TikTok, and stuff like that. Definitely just ask us, because maybe there's a question you want to ask me, but you want Zeb to ask me, or vice versa, or maybe there's just something you want to know about us.
Just add us in the comments if you want. Just, hey, at Zeb, can you ask Eric? Da, 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 da. Or if you don't want him to know, just like hit one of us up. But like, I feel like we're gonna be doing this for a while, even if it might slow down or speed up or whatever. Like it might, the post might fluctuate, but I see us doing this for like a good while. Even if we're like don't even get any traction, this is just like chill.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's you guys that help us to make better content and for us to improve the video quality, the sound quality, everything. And so without you guys, it's kind of like just us two guys just
Coming out of pocket for everything.
yeah, pretty much. And just like kind of, if there's like a certain style or way that like y'all think would be better for us, as far as like
If you want to see lean more funny, or you like the serious part, or like you just want to get rid of one part, like I don't like we're literally just doing what y'all want. So
all right, I think that's a wrap. Yeah.
yeah, later guys.
Later.